What up, fucking humans? Still think humans. That was for you, Snow. So today we're going to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart, or rather, deeply rooted in my soul. Hold on. Had to have a focal point for the camera. Talking to a narwhal. I would like to finally come out about my deepest, darkest secret. My something I don't want anybody to know, because you'll know why in a minute. Or you will know why from the title. But I was abducted by aliens. Lots of times as a kid. I don't think anybody's abducted just once. But that's the truth. That's my truth. I believe it's reality's truth. This is going to be the first part of a lot of videos to come, I'm sure, to explain everything, because it's a lot, but I just want to get it off my chest. I've been hiding this my whole life. I've had some very important people to me ask me not to do this because of a lot of reasons. I know one human being that's alive and one human being that is no longer alive. They're the only two people I know that have actually experienced an abduction as well. And I've done a lot of research on it, okay? Like, I've done all the research to try to prove that this didn't happen. Like, lots of shit. Stockholm Syndrome, right? When you become obsessed with your attacker or whatever. I have put in vast amounts of research into figuring out if it could be something else. Okay, so I'm not sure where to start with this. Give me 1 second. You guys won't even know it's a second. I guess a good place to start with any is why. Why are they abducting people? Why, in my opinion, are they abducting people? Maybe that's not the best place to start, but we're going to start there anyway, because I don't know how to, like, linear this whole situation. Anyway. I believe that they're taking people to, for one, there could be a genetic crossbreeding thing going on that's very feasible to me. I don't think that's what happened to me, thank the gods. Because if I found out I had a kid somewhere that I wasn't allowed to raise, there'd be more hell than I'm already going to give these things. And that's a lot of hell. But I believe, personally, the reason they took me and a lot of people, that I feel like from watching videos and stuff like of other people's abduction experiences, I need to take people who have spiritual gifts. And we all have spiritual gifts. Every single human being, everything, if you have a spiritual gift. Plants, animals, rocks, everything. But I think that there's a possibility that and this, I don't know for sure anything except for what I experienced. These are just my hunches. There's a possibility, I think, everything's 50-50 in my world, but there's a possibility, 50-50 possibility, that they're humans from a vastly future timeline who have destroyed their ability to recreate or procreate, which would explain the genetic research thing. And I think they've also lost their connection to spirit, or I don't want to say spirit like the New Age spirit, but I would say magic. Let's say magic. So I hate using New Age because back in the day, whenever I'd go to like the New Age part of the bookstore, I'd be like pissed off because it's teaching the old religions and the old ways. But now there is like a New Age movement of ascension, or a consciousness awareness, so we can call that part of New Age. Old school magic's still old school for me, but fuck, I forgot what I was saying. Shit. 1 second again. I literally had to go back and watch what it was I was talking about, so I think that they've lost their connection to spirit. I think that they have... fucking Sarah, I said it wrong again. They've lost their connection to magic. To their own spiritual magic, whatever. And I think that they're studying people who present different types of this energy, the connection to the all. I'll go over in another video what magic is to me completely, but I think that they're trying to find a way to either use it in a battery type situation, like they're siphoning it from us, like the fairies of old, which is scary similar to abduction stories for aliens. If you guys look into that, fairy stories about abductions from the past in our human history are creepy, scary, similar to alien abduction stories. But I personally don't believe that they're the same. I think there could be some situations where they were, misidentified, but I feel like I know fairy energy and I know extraterrestrial energy, and I think that they're different. But I think that's why they're taking some people, is to study magic and to try to either gain an understanding of it where they can use it again, or they're trying to store it for use, which is very possible in my opinion. So, I'm Sarah Calvert, and I believe my name is Sarah Calvert, and I was abducted by aliens. I was abducted by physical entities that were from another star system, and it happened multiple times throughout my life. Growing up, I was taken with my sister Sean, and we were subject to, as far as I can recall, experiments or monitoring situations. I have very few memories, and more come back as I get older. We'll go into those maybe in another part of this video, like part of the series I'm going to do on my alien abduction experiences. But I'm tired of hiding. Anybody who knows me in real life, any of you who know me in real life, you know me. I'm not crazy. I'm eccentric, but I'm not out of touch with reality. Any of you who know me in real life know that I've probably changed your perception of reality to a degree. And whatever you've gained from me, I hope that I feel like you will resonate it as truth with whatever I've taught you, whatever I've given to you, helped you find yourself. Because it is truth. And I hope that you know I only speak the truth. And a lot of people go to the route of, they're trying to cover up some other trauma that happened in their life. Okay, how many people do you know that were sexually abused, truthfully, as children? I mean, if you go into a room of 10 people, men or women, and you ask them how many of them were sexually abused as a child, I guarantee at least 3 people can say yes, probably more. You go into a room of 10 people and you ask them how many of them were abducted by aliens, I doubt anybody's going to speak up. Why is this? Because people who are abducted by aliens are psychos, morons, crazy. People who are sexually abused are a very real part of society that's regarded with proper trauma response. So why would anybody who was sexually abused as a child, or hiding from physical abuse, or domestic violence in the home, or whatever human experience that you want to put on it, there's only a very few I can imagine would be an easier way to interpret your life than alien abduction. Like, why would I make it worse? Why would my mind take me to a place that was not only completely... Where do kids make this up from? Kids would have no basis to make this up. And it's so significantly less accepted by society. It seems like by taking it to that place instead of just dealing with the truth, it would only make your life harder. And I can't imagine anybody, and I've never been sexually abused, thank you gods, but I can't imagine covering that up with this. And I guess I do know one person whose name I won't mention. She was sexually assaulted, and she was also abducted. And she's not covering one memory up with the other. It's definitely 2 things for her. So I guess that would be one. And this is the only other person I know other than my sister and I. And I have more faith in this person's truth about the universe than I could say about almost anything I've ever encountered. So, and I'm not asking you to believe me, because I lived with somebody for 14 years. My ex-husband, he believed it was my truth. He believed it's what I believe. But he didn't believe that life forms from other planets, other star systems, took me out of my home as a child. I don't expect you to believe me, but I'm going to try to get you to that point by the end of this series, because it's true. It really happened, and it happens to a lot of people. And honestly, this is my deepest, darkest secret. This is the one thing I'm afraid if people find out, then they're gonna not treat me the same. And I finally got to the point in my life for the first time in 35 years where people are treating me good, like treating me like an equal, like a human. And I'm taking this chance, praying that that won't change, because they'll know that, I hope you guys all know, I'm still the same Sarah. This is just the truth I've carried with me my whole life. Yeah, so I'm ready to finally share my experience with the world, because for one, I don't want anybody else to have to hide this. And I know that everybody who's been through it's hiding it. No one wants to experience this. Two, I want to take the power away from the things that were stealing kids away from their house. And I want to take power away from the entities who are trying to do this so that they can't hurt anybody else and fuck anybody else's life up. And I feel like by talking about it publicly, I will be gaining, if everybody stops viewing me as a normal person or normal-ish, if everybody starts thinking I'm out there and they can't be around me and I'm so fucked up and weird and whatever, and so be it. Because I won't be the one changing. You'll be the one changing. I'm not going to hide from who I am in my experiences anymore. And I've got a lot of personal work to do about memories I've been suppressing. And hiding isn't going to help me become a better person. Hiding is not going to help me come to terms with anything to help me move past it. So this is a personal gratification project. I'm trying to finally let me be seen. I know they say we all wear a mask in public or whatever, and it's true. But this is like one of the only things I've ever had to wear a mask for. I mean, no one's ever liked me in my whole life. I've never been popular, so until recently I never had people I considered friends or peers, even at work, and so I'm not at risk to lose as much as I might think I am, but I hope you will all come with me on this journey. It'll probably be like a 10-part series, because I don't really know how to group the information. I don't have a lot of direct memories of being in physical contact with them. I just have. I'll explain all that in another episode. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to do that in this one, because it's so much, and because this part of it is a whole entity of itself. Coming out to say this happened to me, and it's happening to other people, is its own full chapter of the book. So I just wanted to start with this, and I will work on updates and thanks for taking the journey with me, and I hope that you guys stick with me, because I'm not crazy, and I'm not stupid, I'm not mentally ill. I'm a really smart, hardworking, stable, grounded, lucid individual. Almost grumpily, unhappily so. So, yeah. Thank you for giving me the time to get this off my chest, and we will get to episode 2 as soon as possible. Thank you.